I'm just as delighted to meet all of you as you are to meet me. And I just wanted to let you all know I'm available for autographs after the show.
Gather, everyone, gather. In case you didn't know, I'm Susie, and I'm Keto Dog, and we're your stage managers. And this is Mother Goose, our director. Now, everyone, go backstage, and they're going to get called out to perform.
That's right, everyone. Break a leg.
Break a leg. What kind of thing is that to say?
Peter Piper, don't you know? That's Jobin's top of good luck.
Good luck? A broken leg? It's one of those superstitions.
Just like you're not supposed to mention the name of the Scottish play, or it will bring bad luck to the show.
The Scottish play?
Yes, a certain play about a Scottish king by William Shakespeare.
Oh, you must mean
Don't say it! Now go backstage before you jinx the show.
All right, I'm going. This must be after birthday. Did you know that the Wicked Witch is on there?
Yes, I know. But now she goes by the name Wicked Cool Witch. She's promised me that she's changed her ways, and she only does good magic now.
Is that so?
What's that? She's got some sort of hypnotist act. Good, clean family fun, she calls it.
Hypnotist act. Can we trust her?
Who can say? I think we should at least give her a chance.
Well, if you say so.
Look, I'm going to find our hostess with the mostest, the Queen of Hearts. You round up our 3 judges and meet me back here in 2 minutes.
Okie dokie.
What is that?
What's so funny?
Wait till you hear what I've been through. Oh, I am just too full.
Well, don't be suspense. What wicked deed has been wickedness done?
I've been backstage practicing my hypnosis technique on all of the contestants. I hypnotized every one of them to stir up their act, so it will be a cakewalk for me and you to win.
So that hypnosis stuff really works, huh?
Like a charm, Big Bad. Have I got talent? You better believe it. It's Hollywood. Here we come. With your big badness and my wickedness, we'll be the toast of the town. Okay, now here's the plan. Someone tell me.
Here are 2 of our 3 judges now. How are you feeling, Pinocchio?
I feel great, Mother Goose. The ghost and all. Actually, I'm a little nervous.
Don't worry, just tell the truth and everything will be fine.
Knock on wood. Knock, knock.
I just don't know what anyone's feeling. Come on, Pinocchio. Get toast.
After all, this is showbiz. Mary, Mary, Kite, and Cherry, are you good to go?
I'm not sure. Of course you are. I don't think I am.
Are.
I'm not.
Are. You're not.
I am.
You're not.
I am.
That's wonderful. Now where's the little pea?
Here I am. I thought I heard one of my sheep out here. Horace, Chauncey, Engelbert. Can't you look for them later? The show's about to begin. But they're my babies, my little lost lambs.
Listen, little pea. I'll have detectives in this one that search for the first thing in the morning, okay? Now when the judges get to their places,
Where'd you find that off?
same place I found you, silly. Another goose land.
Here we go. Places, everyone.
What are we doing out here? Do you think I want to miss the action? This is going to be great fun. Mari, quite contrary.
Hello, everyone. I'm not.
Aunt, little Bo Peep.
Has anyone seen my sheep?
Yes, dear. We'll keep an eye out. And now, to be completely fair and above board, we're going to send our judges to our special judging suite where they can judge all of our acts tonight in complete privacy. Give them a hand. And now it's time for our very first act. This group was formerly known as the 5 Little Piggies. Everyone, put your hands together for Miss Big Pig. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy reply. It's got all the letters of the alphabet in it. Please give a hand to the ABCs. We don't have time for this. Let's go on. B. B.
But A isn't.
I don't care. I said B.
B is the big one. Well, we can't do it without A.
Don't have time. C.
C is for cat.
Thank you, C. Very nice. I like a letter that pays attention. Now, D. D.
D is for dog.
Thank you, D. E.
Elephant.
Just state your word, please.
Oh, all right. E is for
What was that?
elephant, okay?
Thank you. Let's see what. Not tough. Where was I? Was it F?
And before, I forget.
Fish. F for fish.
Right, but I'd rather B for bird.
F and B for bird.
Yes, bird starts with B.
My birds are so pretty. They have feathers.
Why can't F be for feathers?
Yeah, feathers come with F.
Fine. F is for feathers. Now, I don't want everyone else changing their letters or we'll never get through this. Now, where was I?
G.
Oh, yes, thank you, C. G.
R.
You know what time right now? C. G.
Girl.
Oh, what was that?
Girl. G for grass.
That's right. Excellent. And H?
H is for hat. I want to know where A is.
Well, we don't have time to find A right now.
I want to know what A is too.
Here I am. I moved. I decided I'm going to be in the middle of the alphabet now.
Well, you can't do that. You get right here to the front.
Why not? I'm sick of A is for apple. I want to try something different.
But you belong in the beginning. It's your job.
Not anymore. Besides, if you move, I'll be first. It'll be a nice change for you.
But I don't want to change. I like things the way they are.
Too bad. This is my home now.
Look, I don't have time for this nonsense. None of us do. A, get back to the beginning. C, what is it?
We have a bigger problem than A.
What?
Look around. Can't you see it?
What?
Where's the rest of the letters?
But they were just here. Where could they have gone?
Oh, no. Our act is ruined.
This is horrible.
This is a big boo-boo.
It's a catastrophe. A disaster. A gigantic error.
What adversity.
What failure.
And it's all your fault.
That was truly wicked. Of course. Now let's go backstage and get ready.
Quick, cut the commercial. And now, a word from the law offices of Quinton Beacon and North.
Have you ever been in an accident that wasn't your fault?
on someone else's
She
negligence?
did it.
Everyone to divorce your parents?
Just so loud. It was so loud.
Don't worry, Phil. We'll get you all the damages you deserve for your pain, suffering, and remember, if anyone, anywhere, anyhow, anyway, causes you distress or discomfort, call us, and we'll sew the pants right off of it. All numbers of Lincoln, Blinken, and Nod.
And we're back. One day, little boy Blue crawled out from under his haystack and started blowing his horn. The rest is history. Now, with old King Cole's Fiddler's 3 backing him up, I present to you the musical stylings of Little Boy Blue. What are you now doing? Little Boy Blue, where's your horn?
Right here, can't you see it, Queenie? Now let me blow, man. You're putting a harsh on my grill. Not full, Queenie.
Are you doing this? Let's crystal. And now, a word from Little Miss Muffet, Private Detective.
Who stole the little kitten's mittens?
Who swindled Simple Simon's pieman?
Who took the tails of Little Bo Peep's sheep?
Who stole the Queen of Hearts' tarts?
These are all crimes that the two of us have solved.
So give us a call and we'll get involved.
I'm Little Miss Muffet, and I deal with crime. You can call me at just about any time.
I'm a spider and I was right beside it. Muffet and Spider Investigations, Inc.
And we're back with your marvelous mistress of merriment, the Queen of Hearts. Our next act features the wicked cool witch, Aunt, her sidekick, Big Baby Wolf.
Where you cannot stay. My every wish is your commit. My words you will obey.
That's enough, you two.
Miss Muffet, how did you find out about us?
We knew you were up to something when I saw you practicing hypnosis techniques on Little Bo Peep's missing sheep. You found my sheep.
That's right, ma'am.
Come on out here, everyone. Horace, Chauncey, Engelbert. All right, Wicked Witch, release them from your spell.
You will have to catch me first. Come on, Boogie.
I guess there's still time to do our big final number. Right, Tweedle?
Remember the goose places for the final number. Cue music. There's no business like show business like no business like no. Everything about it is appealing. Everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere can you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bound. There's no people like show people. They smile when they are alone. Even with the turkey that you know will blow, you may be stranded out in the cold. Still you wouldn't take it for a sack of gold. Let's go on with the show. There's no people like show people. They smile when they are alone. Yesterday they told you you would not go far. That night you open and there you are. Dancing on your dressing room and on the star. Let's go on with the show. Let's go on with the show.
We are ready for our next play. As you can see, we have changed the scenery, and now we have this lovely room, circa 1900, back when they had oil lamps, and that sort of thing. There wasn't a lot of electricity back then. Our next play, now we've gone from Mother Goose, now we're going into Mystery Lands. We have two mysteries for you this afternoon. This one is called For Better or Worse.
So much bad news these days. Yes, several more jewel thefts. One just can't keep precious items around without having them stolen. Can one?
Elena, I asked you to stop cleaning the house.
I must earn my keep, Mrs. Cantrell.
That's ridiculous. Avery and I are happy to have you living here with us.
But I've always kept Avery's house. Why should his marriage make any difference?
I contended the work.
Absolutely not. As a wife of a federal judge, you will have increasing social obligations and won't have time for such mundane drudgery as dusting and dishes.
I've done my share.
That's wrong. You were raised in dire poverty by a woman who never even claimed to be your mother.
I know you find that almost impossible to believe.
It doesn't matter what I believe, does it? Avery swallowed it all. Hook, line, and sinker.
I'm sorry you hate me so. If I've ever given you reason.
You don't have to. Your being in this house is reason enough.
Your brother and I love each other. It's why we married.
He married for what he thought was love. I'm sure. But he's always been a bit naive about the world. You, I think it goes without saying, you just saw an opportunity to escape prison.
That's not true.
No. Shortly before you married, I hired a detective.
You did what?
To look into your background. After all, I knew from the moment I met you.
You had no right.
I have every right to protect my brother.
From me?
From anyone who would in any way harm his reputation.
I would never hurt Avery. I would have told you everything if you'd only asked.
I doubt that.
I told Avery everything.
Everything? How many times have you been arrested, Mrs. Cantrell?
I don't remember.
At least a dozen according to my sources. Petty theft, pickpocketing, loitering, attempted robbery.
I was thrown out of my house when I was 12. That's when my mother and I used the term loosely. But we should begin to make our own way in the world. That's how she put it, make our own way. I did what I could to survive.
And here's an arrest for grand theft. You stole $500 from an heiress while she was ice skating in the park. She left her purse on the bench and you just helped yourself. Unfortunately for you, 2 children saw you and ran to get the police. They locked you up for that one.
And those are the best 2 years of my life.
You can't be serious.
I had a bed. I had 2 meals a day. And even if they were slop, I didn't have to worry about where they were coming from. And at night, I was warm, most of the time. Something I hadn't had since I was 11 years old.
So touching. And then there's this business with Miss Lowry's jewelry. She actually gave you a job out of the goodness of her heart. She took you in, fresh out of jail, put you to work, and how do you repay her? By stealing her finest pieces of jewelry.
I never stole anything from her.
A ruby ring, an emerald necklace.
That's a lie.
And a diamond that's worth thousands of dollars.
I never touched Miss Lowry's jewelry.
Or so you say.
I was never convicted.
Only because you caught my brother's eye.
No.
Don't lie to me. You knew what you were doing. From the moment you saw him, you decided to weave your wicked spell around the corner man and snare him up like a helpless rabbit.
I never even spoke to your brother until 2 years after the trial.
I don't believe it. He was the judge in your case. I don't believe for one moment you didn't find a way to get into his chambers and somehow give him your sob story.
You are so wrong. How could I have done such a thing? And even if I did, it would have resulted in a mistrial and disbarment for your brother and prison for me. The truth is, Avery recognized me at a coffee shop where I found work. I thanked him for his belief in me, and he said he was pleased I was working.
Cool that he was.
He began to come in every day just to see how I was, I think. And then one day, he asked me to dinner.
Yes, I know the rest of the story.
Avery knows all of this.
Does he?
Even if he didn't, we're husband and wife now.
Yes, a nice touch with running off and getting married without a word to me.
We wanted our privacy. We didn't want the newspapers knowing.
I can see why.
All that is in the past, it's forgotten.
It will never be forgotten, my dear.
And what do you plan to do with this information?
I'm sure the readers of Post and Tribune would love a few juicy details about you.
You would never turn that over to the press. That would hurt Avery's reputation worse than mine.
I would if you do anything to harm Avery.
What?
This is my insurance policy. The moment you make one false step, I will see to it that your entire sordid past is revealed.
I'm not that person any longer. I despise myself for having stolen and pickpocketed to make a living. If I could pay back every penny I took, I'd gladly do so.
Easy to say, with my brother's money.
You don't believe me, do you?
Once a thief, always a thief.
I'll go.
Please, don't trouble yourself.
Actually, it was Mrs. Cantrell I wanted to see.
Mrs. Cantrell, Madame Delacroix.
How do you do?
I'll go make some tea.
That won't be necessary.
No trouble at all.
Would you like to sit down? How may I help you?
My situation is a very delicate one.
Go on.
I have a dear friend who has been unjustly accused of a crime.
Unjustly?
Yes, he's been accused of a theft, but he was nowhere near the place where the crime occurred at the time it was supposed to have happened. They say he stole some jewels, but it's ridiculous.
I don't see how I can help you.
My dear, your husband is the trial judge.
Oh, there's absolutely nothing.
You don't seem to recognize me, do you?
Perhaps. Vaguely.
I knew you. When you were 13, 14 years old, you stayed in my attic.
No. Let it go.
Please, I'm so much more respectable these days. I no longer deal with youthful pickpockets. I married a Frenchman, Monsieur Delacroix, who almost had a title.
Don't you realize that what you're asking me is wrong?
Isn't it also wrong to send a man to prison for something he didn't do?
You can't be sure he didn't do it.
Of course I can. He never stole anything, the poor dear. I did.
The Jacquard necklace? Stolen from Miss Benton Jacquard's home 6 months ago? Never found?
I've been trying so hard to pass by such babbles, but this one called my name. When I saw it lying on her dressing table during a party at her mansion, I just knew I had to have it. I slipped it into my purse, never realizing my dear friend would be accused.
I'm afraid this is a matter for the police.
Why get them involved? They're all so stupid. You merely need to have a little talk with your husband.
I can't do that.
Of course you can. Express an interest in the case. Say that you don't think the accused is guilty.
Never.
And gradually you'll bring a good judge around to
Oh, yeah.
say that, and I think it's time you left.
I'll make it worth your while.
Take that thing with you. You said you couldn't live without it.
I always know it's mine, but if it will save my dear friend, I'll gladly give it to you.
I don't want this.
I'll stop by tomorrow to see how you and your husband are getting along.
I won't do a thing to influence him. It's bribery. And I plan to call the police immediately and tell them the entire story.
Then I shall be forced to give every detail of our business relationship then and now. My mere presence in your house along with your background will be enough to ruin your husband forever. He'll be disbarred and left to the vultures of the press. Good day, my dear. Until tomorrow.
Mommy, your guest didn't wait for tea. Well, I must say you look like you could use a cup. You're deathly pale.
She seemed fine this morning.
She's quite a delicate creature. She says even the fumes from soap make her dizzy. So I take care of the kitchen. But I don't mind. Any song that needs to be done, Avery?
No.
Then I best to get dusty. It's amazing how much dust falls on everything. Poor Molly just coughs and coughs when she tries to dust.
She told me she almost died when she was 18. She had a respiratory infection during the winter because she was living in a small shack. It doesn't make any sense how we can be so cruel to the weakest people. It's so easy to look down on them and say it's their fault. They should have worked harder. They should have gone to school. They should scrub themselves up. It's not simple at all. The only simple thing is to see why some must resort to a life of crime.
I'm sure you're right. And it's so tragic when they do fall into the abyss and can never seem to climb their way out, no matter how hard they try.
What do you mean?
Take your dear Molly, for example.
What about her?
She has tried so hard at overcoming all the horrors of her upbringing and years as a
Thief? Is that the word you're looking for?
Oh, Avery, Molly means everything to me. Heaven knows I'm not a name caller, but we can't deny she was convicted once.
I know, Elena, but perhaps we should keep this where it belongs. In the past.
That's just it, Avery. Yesterday, the past came calling.
What do you say?
I don't think I should say anything.
Then don't.
A woman came to see your wife.
What woman?
She said her name was Madame Delacroix.
An old friend?
I'm not sure. I left the room to make tea, and of course I didn't hear anything they were talking about.
Well, then, I hope it was a pleasant visit.
I don't believe this visit was merely social.
What are you trying to tell me, Elena?
As I brought the tea into the room, Madame Delacroix was just leaving, and
Go on.
oh, Avery, I don't know how to tell you this, but in her hands, Molly held a jacquard necklace.
You must be mistaken.
I didn't believe it at first, but the light hit the large center diamond and practically blinded me.
But why would Molly have something so valuable?
And dangerous.
Your eyes were just playing tricks on you, Elena. You mistook what you saw for the jacquard necklace. It was probably just some bauble that Molly bought for herself.
Your wife doesn't spend money on herself, Avery.
Then perhaps it was a gift from someone else.
She hid it under that canvas.
Elena, stop.
If you don't believe me, look.
Elena, this is absurd.
If anyone finds it, we'll all be
Elena,
arrested.
there's no necklace under that candlestick.
Even if we are not blamed, you'll be ruined.
Stop it.
Do you want me to show you?
No.
Please, Avery, I don't want her to destroy you.
Molly would never.
Lift that candlestick.
Avery? Molly, what a delicious dinner. Thank you.
The next time you try to cook a chicken, my dear, let me show you how to seal the skin first.
Are you expecting anyone, Avery?
No, it's already been a long day.
I'm afraid I totally forgot.
Forgot what?
A newspaper writer, Mrs. Peel, stopped by and wanted to ask a few questions this evening. I tried to fend her off, but she was quite insistent.
Elena, you know I can't discuss the trial of the press.
She's a society editor.
Society?
Probably wants to speak with Mrs. Cantrell as well. Perhaps a few questions on your wedding and how your newlyweds are doing.
Did
she'll probably be looking for something very juicy. A scandal, perhaps.
Oh, so then I've done everything you...
Mrs. Peel, this is my brother, Judge Avery Cantrell.
I'm so pleased to meet you. You're every bit as handsome as they said you'd be.
This is my wife, Mrs. Peel.
Oh, please, call me Precious. That's my given name. It really is. My column's titled Precious Tidbits. That's what I hope to get here tonight. A bit of your life, how you met, and so on. Oh, I'm afraid we're a very dull couple, Miss Peel.
Oh, come. You've had a quite exciting life.
My sister reads too many romances. Our lives, as my wife has said, are terribly dull. You see how we spend our evenings, sitting in front of the fireplace, reading the newspaper. And so many visitors, it's highly unusual.
I can't imagine who that can be.
Madame Delacroix.
Who? Your friend that stopped by earlier?
Madame Delacroix. Now, where have I heard that name before?
We can only imagine.
Avery, I think it would be best if you take Miss Peel into the study, where she can ask you her questions. I have something to discuss with Madame Delacroix.
Molly, I need to know.
So later, my dear.
This way, Mrs. Peel.
Ah, Mrs. Cantrell. What a pleasure it is to see you again.
Elena, would you please leave us for a few moments?
Where have you since Avery and his guests?
They're in the study, and I'm sure you can add a great deal to whatever Avery is telling our reporter.
An excellent idea.
A reporter here at this hour.
They have no respect for privacy anymore.
I received your note to Kim immediately. I assume you've discussed my friend's case with your husband?
I did not send a note.
You didn't send this?
No, and I have not mentioned the case to my husband.
You aren't serious.
I am.
I expressly told you that.
I will not help you.
You think I won't follow through on my word? There's a reporter in here right now who would love to find out every bit of dirt on you.
You don't frighten me.
I don't imagine I do. What would frighten someone who spent years on the street stealing from hardworking folks, and then years in prison where they teach you even more about how to destroy society?
Aren't you being rather hypocritical, Madame Delacroix? And I have never been concerned with destroying society.
I see. Then destroying just one man is enough.
I would never hurt Avery.
Then convince him that my friend is innocent.
I don't have to.
What are you talking about?
You've already admitted to stealing the necklace.
I never said any such thing.
You stood here yesterday and said you took it while I parked at the car home.
I'm afraid you're lying.
I think not.
Then I'm going to have to call your bluff, my dear. I'm going to the papers immediately.
Why not let the papers come to you? Mrs. Peel, come in here, please, will you?
What are you doing?
Oh, Mrs. Peel will be glad to get the whole story from you. What's wrong, Mrs. Cantrell? Madame Delacroix has something to tell you.
You can't be serious, Mama.
What is this all about?
I've already told you, Avery.
What has your sister told you?
Nothing, I believe.
I see, Avery. I see very clearly.
Do you have a story for the paper, madame?
This woman is a fraud.
How dare you! Leave this house at once.
What do you mean, a fraud?
She began her life as a petty pickpocket and thief. She eventually graduated to grand theft.
A dull couple, indeed.
I don't know who you are, madame, but stop these slanderous allegations.
Every word can be proven.
Is this true, Mrs. Cantrell?
Molly, don't say a word.
It's okay, Avery. Yes, every word can be proven.
Oh, gracious me! Please, Mrs. Peel. Everything that has happened is in the past, long forgotten. Everything my wife did to survive those terrible years after her mother threw her out of the house has been paid for time and time again.
That would all be fine if she had stopped her life of crime.
What do you mean if?
You're saying that she is still a thief?
Leave this house at once!
I'm afraid nobody's going anywhere. The necklace is here, Detective Jenkins.
I can't believe you do this.
You're being used, Avery. Can't you see that? She's using you. And if you're not stopping now, you'll be ruined.
Look, I'm not interested in family squabbles.
But I am.
I got a tip that the Jacquard necklace is in this house, and I want to hand it over right now.
You're absolutely right, Detective. It is here. This woman stole it from the Jacquard residence.
Is this true, ma'am?
She hid it under that candlestick.
No!
I saw her put it there.
Would you mind looking over the candlestick, ma'am? No, I don't have a search warrant, so I can't officially look. But you can save me the trouble of getting one by just turning over the necklace.
Just like I thought. Guilty.
Elena, how could you do this?
Move, Avery. Let me show you once and for all what type of woman you married.
I know what type of woman I
She got it here somewhere. I know it. Or else you already sold it. Is that it? You sold it so you can run up, leaving my poor brother here in ruins.
Oh, Avery. Molly! Molly!
She's just fainted. Here now. You got any smelling salts in your purse?
Really, Detective, of course I've got smelling salts, but you needed to be so abrupt.
Well, how dear.
Those don't look like smelling salts.
The Jacquard necklace.
It can't be.
I've never seen that thing before in my life.
But she had it yesterday.
Now we got you red-handed.
Molly, are you alright? Yes. Yes, what's happened?
You know what happened.
No, what's she talking about, Avery?
I don't think she even knows. I'm taking you in for questions, Dan.
You are so clever, my dear. Someone taught you very well.
Come now, leave these people in peace.
Mrs. Cantrell, did you plan all this? Oh, Mrs. Peel, I couldn't have done that. I'm just a very dull housewife who loves her husband more than anything. I'll return tomorrow for a follow. Right now, I'm going after that detective thief. I want her story in detail. Thank you, Elena. I'm so glad you set this up for tonight.
I'll see you out, Mrs. Peel. And when I return, I'm going to have a chat with you. A long chat.
How do you do it?
Do you think pickpockets can only take things out of a purse?
You think you're so clever.
No. But one thing I've learned, Elena, is how to survive. Avery and I will weather every storm because we truly love each other. Something you'll never understand, and I feel very sorry for you.
Where are you going, Elena?
To pet. I'm sorry, Avery. I didn't mean to give you a scare.
Elena, I never doubted you for a minute.
Number 2, the case of the Dangerfield diamond. Welcome to the beautiful mansion. Now we moved ahead a little bit in time to more modern time. We have our very own Daphne Dangerfield, the host of this manor, and another mystery for you to enjoy.
Then a left, and I'm right there. Right? Well,
it appeared at Dangerfield Manor. Why would anyone come up here anyway?
Aunt Daphne, you should have contacted a reputable detective. I'm sure Mr. Noir is reputable. Has anyone you know ever used him before? Personally, I've always just snooped and scooped. They've got a nice uptown office and a secretary.
I've always used smirk, quirk, and dirt when I need to keep an eye on something or someone.
How'd you pick this one, Mommy? Mommy closed her eyes and said, round and round my finger goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. And then I opened my eyes and I was pointing to Nick. Noir. There he is now. I hope he works faster than he drives. Bob, give the door, please.
Yes, madam.
I say, Bob, you can leave the ice bucket.
I thought perhaps you might want to freshen up.
Only 2.5 hours later, I finally found the Dangerfield Manor. I knocked on the front door, then slipped the back way, just to catch him off guard. I knew right away that this was going to be an interesting case. With my vast experience, I could tell everything I need to know about these characters. This was Dangerfield's crusty wife, a woman who clawed her way to respectability, didn't care who she hooked up during the process. And then there's Dangerfield's son, a hopeless romantic who views success as the result of hard work and determination. The fool. And then there's Dangerfield's grandmother. Her shoes bumped up her ceremonies. Don't let the knitting needles fool you. How about Dangerfield's younger sister, who wanted nothing but the family fortune, and now has it? And I don't know who this is, but I wouldn't mind taking her to karaoke some night. I bet she'd sing like a canary.
There was no one at the picture.
Thank you, Bob.
Well, where is that idiot?
Right behind you. I snuck in the back way. And who are you?
Bob.
The butler. So you must be. Yeah, I'm Nick. Nick Noir. So what took you so long? I made a second left when I should have made a third right. And then I realized 2 rights never make a wrong.
Just make sure you don't charge us for an extra 2.5 hours.
What do you care? Your father left you well provided for.
My father?
He's the nephew. Classic married well nephew.
Oh, you're a titan of the industry, Sister Rita.
I thought you were the widow. I'm the widow. Not the grandmother. I'm the grandmother. Now I gotta get out of here. Just kidding. I'm the daughter. My precious Dora. And I'm the lawyer. I'm going bonkers. Don't. The case is very simple. We've hired you to find Dangerfield diamond. The what?
You've never heard of it?
Oh, the Dangerfield diamond. 10,000 luscious carrots. I like carrots, but I'd never call them luscious.
can't cut up your Mona Weber, but you can cut up the Dangerfield diamond.
And all those little diamonds could sell for, what do you think, Miss Clemson? $5 million at least. That's nothing to sneeze at. Sure you. Sorry.
I've got an appointment I'm already late for.
Me too. I'm late for and I need to go to Walmart. I'm headed to court to check on some briefs. I knew right then that this case was fishier than a 2-week-old tuna sandwich. It was a Sunday, and you couldn't check your briefs on a Sunday. And on top of that, all of them had suspicious lines, like beady little red place at the bottom of the fireplace, trying to keep cool, but still hot enough to cause trouble. And how they were each collection a purse or briefcase, made me wonder, what's inside that's so important? But a good private eye keeps intuition. Mine was telling me, keep your eye on Bob, the butler. We trust to find the diamond, detective. I'll find it. Oh, my name, Nick Noir.
Can I fetch you something, Mr. Noir?
Sure, how about some iced tea?
Very good, sir.
Taking cue from Edgar Allan Poe, I figured the diamond must be hidden in plain sight. So I looked in all the logical places. And then I found the Dangerfield checkbook. I couldn't resist to see what gazillionaires spend their money on. Surprisingly, it was all very mundane. Phone bills, car insurance, pool maintenance, house payments. Whoa, maybe they ought to try refinancing to bring that down a bit. And then I found something mighty suspicious. A check for $250,000 to Dr. Felix Fixit. Where have I heard that name before?
Here we go, sir.
Thanks. Looks good.
What are you doing?
Iced tea needs a bit more ice than this.
Then allow me.
I can do it.
But it's my job. Oops. Look what you've done! You idiot!
Say, it's just ice. I can help.
No! Get out! Get out of here now!
Rather than getting in a snit with the hired help, I thought I'd better make a quick exit before Bob puts me on ice. The Dangerfield diamond was cooking up to be a stinky stew. If there ever was one. I knew I should have followed each and every one of them families, and that shifty lord to boot. But I couldn't be 5 places at once, and I wasn't Perry Mason. But maybe that wasn't all bad. By staying back at the house, I found out 2 things. One, that suspicious check to Dr. Felix Fixit, and 2, Bob the butler was weirder than a football bat. Why would somebody get so bent out of shape over a little spilled ice? And that's when it hit me. I need the number of Dangerfield Manor, please. What do you mean it's not listed? Look, lady, this is Nick Noir, private eye. I need to get in touch with the Dangerfields now. I'm working on a case for them. What do you mean you don't care? Stop saying it's an unlisted number. What are you, a robot or something? Oh, you are. Well, thanks for nothing. Of all the lousy luck, there ought to be a law against unlisted numbers. Wait a sec, there ought to be a law. Look, you catatonic computer. Give me the number of Cleo Clemson, attorney at law. 555-1234. Thanks. Sometimes you gotta be smarter than the computer. Cleo Clemson, please. Hey, Miss Clemson, do me a favor. rounded the whole family around the campfire tonight at 7. In the same room we were yesterday. Yeah, I know he's got the diamond. Tut tut. You'll just have to wait and see. Bye-bye. I can practically taste the big fat fee that I'd probably get paid on the spot. Maybe tomorrow I'd be able to afford those extra 2 letters so I can do my office up right. I can't believe that he's late again. He'll be here, Delia dear, and then we'll get our diamond back.
You make it sound like a rattlesnake, Dora. Diamond back.
Anyway, I passed up a date with Cindy's mother has to be here tonight.
So, I passed up a date with Cindy Source to be here tonight, and she's much more beautiful than yours, Cindy.
But she's such a snob.
Your Cindy's no surprise. He wears a toupee.
But it's an expensive toupee. What if you both marry Cindy? Or better, what if they marry each other? How sweet. Some simple things we knew Dora, so. She was always such an easy child. As long as I get what I want. There he is now. Bob, get the door, please.
Yes, very good, madam.
I searched the room. It was just as before, except now I really have a handle on these people. I knew them backwards, forwards, inside and out. And the picture I could paint wouldn't have been very pretty.
There was no one at the door.
Thank you, Bob. Yeah.
Really, Mr. Noir, do you always have to make it a habit to sneak in the back?
Make you nervous? Next time, we are gonna lock the door. There won't need to be a next time. That's right. You said you know who stole the diamond. I sure do. Well, who is it, Mr. Noir? How about a drink first? My throat's as dry as a bone in Death Valley. In that case, drinks all around. Bob the Butler! Mr. Noir, I assume that I was close by. Indubitably.
How clever of you to work so fast.
I just put on my thinking cap. Gosh, I wish I had one of those in school. What did you think about? Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, he wrote Huckleberry Hound, didn't he? No, ma'am. That was Mark Twain. Well, I knew it was some sort of cartoon. No, Aunt Daphne. Poe wrote, "Once upon a midnight dreary, while I bathed all weak and weary." That's him. Kinda. Did he play Sleepy and Snow White? No. Poe was a genius.
And what does a genius have to do with the Dangerfield diamond?
Well, Poe thought the best place to hide something was in plain sight. That's the most ridiculous thing, isn't it? How many times have you lost something and looked everywhere for it and then found it was right under your nose all the time? Where are my knitting needles?
And Daphne, they were in your lap. Now they're on the floor.
See what I mean? I suppose it's true enough. So, where would one want to hide a huge diamond while he or waits for the right moment to smuggle it out of the house? Up in the chandelier! How clever, you sweetie. That's a perfect choice. Oh, Mother. An excellent one, I guess. Or at the bottom of a fish tank.
Oh yes, that'd be perfect mixing with all those little rocks. No one would ever notice a diamond.
You're getting very good at this. Or in the space the ones from space plant. They glow and sparkle too. Why, we'd all make such wonderful thieves, wouldn't we? Except for
go, Nick. Nick Noir, your eyes.
A toast, everyone. A toast to Mr. Noir for being so clever. Nick Noir! What's wrong, Mr. Noir?
Don't care for tea.
Au contraire, Bob. This tea is to die for. It's so full of cyanide, it could bump off a herd of elephants. Cyanide? How horrible!
Ours didn't have cyanide in them, did they?
No, you're all alright. None of you is about to accuse Bob of stealing the Dangerfield diamond. Bob? The butler? Precisely. That's right, the butler always does it. But where is my precious baby? In the ice bucket. How clever. No, let us start a look in there. Why don't you go fish Precious out, Bob? Things will go better for you. And I'm with the loyal who gets you off easy.
Get back! All of you, it's mine, all mine!
Why, Bob? Why?
Because you got everything. After all these years of faithful service, all Mr. Dangerfield left me with is a permanent job.
Mr. Dangerfield let you be happy. No one could ever fire you no matter how many dishes you broke.
Happy? Working for this bunch of greedy vultures?
Really, Bob, if you felt that way.
I feel the diamond is a fine payback. I know how to put this puppy into 100 smaller pieces, and he only wants 30%. That's plenty for a lifetime on the beaches of paradise. People only dream about things like that, but I get to live it.
It was a disgusting spectacle. Grown people scrambling about on the floor, looking for a diamond like it was an eyeball or something.
Excellent, Mr. Noir. You even got the police in on this.
Here it is, my precious baby. Is it all right? Not a scratch on it. And it's good to have the whole family back together again. And Mr. Noir, you'll be sitting up in a hefty feast with the family. Music to my ears. But there's still a bit of unfinished business. What? What are you talking about? Dr. Felix Fixit.
What do you know about him?
He's the county coroner, isn't he? Not anymore. Resigned, I think. Retired, actually. And he's moving to Aruba! Thanks to a nice little check he received from you. I think your services are no longer required, Mr. Noir. I think they're required more now than ever.
What are you saying?
I'm saying you were all on the boat the day Mr. Dangerfield died. It was a fun family outing, and we all loved salt air. You hated it, and you know it. Barnacle Bill at the dock will testify that none of you ever liked to go with Mr. Dangerfield when he took his yacht for a spin around the sea. Barnacle Bill the blabbermouth.
Uncle Danny was always good at Tracy Drive.
But the day he died, you were all there. We wanted to bring a smile to the old boy's face. You wanted to bring a blunt object to his head. Why, that's awful. We never did such a thing. Sure you did. You brought him way out to the sea, conked him on the head, pushed him overboard, and then pulled him back out after he drowned.
If you remember, Uncle Davy was completely eaten up by sharks.
Sorry, but I got the real autopsy. That says Mr. Dangerfield was hit on the head with a blunt object and then pulled back out after drowned. Nobody took a bite out of him except for his greedy relatives. How did you get your hands on that report? Simple. I told Dr. Felix Fixit to either give me the real autopsy or he was going to jail. But we paid him $250 million to lie! Shut up! You can shut up anyone you like, but the whole story's gonna come out. So just give it up. And don't try reaching for the corkscrew. The cops are already here. But you just had to play round and round the world like gold. You think I'm dumb as that? I phoned and asked the most incompetent, most stupid, unprofessional, private eye in the business. Yeah, her words really hurt. But I knew once the papers got a hold of the story, decorate more Christmas than I can handle. I know I'm going to get those extra 2 letters and a secretary and maybe a leather couch. All I got to do is wait for the phone to ring. And it's going to ring any second now. See what I mean? Nick here. A snake? You want me to find your snake? Look, lady, I don't do snakes. How much for this snake? Wow, this must mean a lot to you. A whole